So I made one mistake in the first part. I left the fan on, so I just shut it off so it'd be easier to hear. So, so something about what they do at some places, and and some places now, some towns around here, they use subliminal messages. I know they've been doing this, or they did it in the 50s, but they do it in certain areas of mental health for long periods of time. You can hear it, and it's true. It is true. They use louder voices in the foreground and very hard to hear voices in the background on like radio stations and stuff like that. And it can be proven if they took apart some of those vans, definitely. They have techniques in the hospitals too. I think in the TVs. I think so. After a while, that could get to you. So anyway, I got to Amherst. I called up the um, the maintenance lady, and she said, "Well, you go left from the village green." Now I'll describe the way it was all set up in downtown Amherst. They had a bookstore here, a few stores here, maybe one or two, and then the bank here. And that was mostly a used bookstore. The one across from the green on that side of the street where Emily Dickinson and Robert Frost used to live was a new bookstore. And then they had the library down there. So she said, "We'll go this way to the left." And down there was Stop and Shop. There was the gymnasium. There was a vitamin store, I think. I'm not sure. And then you went into Mountain View Apartments, and there was a little stream on the left side, the apartments themselves. And down this road was um, a shop, kind of like a mall, a very small mall, and other plazas and stuff. And on the right was a bison field, and behind them was the mountains. So I moved in. The first night I moved in, I didn't have anything but the suitcases. My family was very worried about me. And, was like 2.5 hours from home. Nobody knew around. But so they were the first people who came with the Section 8 housing. And I wasn't about to ask my stepfather for any assistance. But so I moved in, and my mother and stepfather helped me pay for the security deposit, and they helped me with the furniture, pay for the furniture. Now, the night that I got there, uh, the um, the maintenance lady was over on this side, the apartments where Mike Ladle moved in, and Franklin was over here. He wasn't there yet. Mike wasn't there yet. And her and the kids helped me set up a bed. They gave me to borrow a one of those balloon beds, and they had nowhere to sleep. Place with no furniture or nothing. So they helped me get it blown up, and then they let me use it for that night. So the next day I went to the mall. I got some good Army cot, Salvation Army cot. I think I might actually got it up at the street. Now I think about it, either it was at the mall or up the street where there was a Salvation Army Center. So so I spent the night there, and just my suitcases, 2 suitcases, and books and clothes. Uh, so So I got up the next day. The books were very radical nature back then. Never mind. But and so actually at the apartment I had a bunch of books, a lot of books. I used to get at the main street down there. That's going back again. So this was in 1998, and it was in the early to late autumn, I think. And everybody was talking at this time about the Y2K. Most people probably totally forgot about that now, but the Y2K was just about to happen. And, this was even before 9/11. So everybody's talking about, they say don't be in an elevator, don't be in an airplane, maybe a few other places that you don't want to be in. Then Y2K passed, nothing happened. So right now I'm feeling kind of like, I don't know, they did change a lot of my medications last night. Feeling kind of like heart's beating fast, like the one up on one, down on one. I didn't take the one for when it made me sleep all day long, which they actually increased. The other one, the one that helped, they decreased. The one that made me sleep all day long and took away all my creativity, they increased. And everything. Now my heart's kind of beating fast. So I think I'm going to see if I can get one of the tranquilizer kind of early. But it's still, if there's no, I have to be very careful. No, I mean, this is very serious. I don't mean to laugh at some different medications. Very, I don't know what I'm going to get from one time to another. I really don't. These last few days, anyway, it's going to change it every day. Without a word from the nurse practitioner, it's just changing day to day. Yesterday, I felt great with one thing, but I had no creativity. I just couldn't write, couldn't concentrate in an artistic way, in a creative way, which is what some of those are famous for doing, or infamous, both, according to different people. Uh, so, um, so I moved in on. It's going to happen in a while. I'm supposed to eat a peanut when I get there, so I just thought I can't eat before I talk. So I moved in, and the Y2K passed, and nothing happened. And I remember there was an elderly lady living right across the corner from me, whose brother was still alive back then. Other than that, she had nobody. She was all alone. I used to try to help her sometimes. Then there was a lady moving next to her, and she was always. I thought, oh, I gotta charge it. I have to charge it. I'll talk to you soon. I have to put it on charge. The battery light just came on.